Hi guys, so today I'm back and we're up close and personal because I'm doing an eyebrow maintenance video today. So I'm going to be showing you guys 2 ways in which you can maintain your eyebrows. This is what I do at home. This is what I do when I want to keep up between eyebrow threadings and all of that good stuff. This is just easy for me, so I just thought I'd share with you guys simply because of the quarantine. And I know you guys are like a bit stressed with the way your eyebrows are growing. If you're anything like me, your eyebrows probably look like squirrels on your face, but hey, it's okay. I'm here to help. So the main thing to remember is that your eyebrows are sisters and not twins. If you can see mine, they're not the same. One has an arch and one doesn't. So this one doesn't have the arch, but this one does, and one is clearly higher than the other. So just keep in mind that your eyebrows are not going to be exactly alike. So don't stress too much about that. So the two things that I'm going to use today, the two methods that I'm going to show you today, is one with Veet and one with wax. This is not the wax that I initially used. This will be my first time using this because I usually use the wax strips, but I'm pretty sure I could get the hang of this, so we're gonna do that. And Veet, they have one that is specifically meant for your face and you know those areas, but to me it doesn't make sense to buy that one when I can just use this one and get the same results. That's personally just me, so I will be using this. Some other things that you might need include a pair of scissors, some that you can handle, some that are precise. Just make sure that you can handle it. You're gonna need this little brush comb thing, Q-tip, tweezers, possibly a rag. We'll get to that. And I don't know what else. If anything comes up, you'll see in the video. So yeah, stay tuned if you would like to see the results of these eyebrows. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe and press the little bell if you want notifications from me. So let's get into this video. So right now, I think the first method I'm gonna do is the Veet, and I'm not sure which eyebrow. We're just gonna pick one and just go with it. Whichever eyebrow I feel more comfortable doing is what I'm gonna do. So I also use this little spoolie thing along with this, but for right now, I'm just gonna brush my hairs up. I look really crazy right now. Well, I'm not gonna focus on that eyebrow because we're gonna do one at a time. And if you brush your hairs up, you can see, you can kind of get a gist of the shape of your brow. I'm just gonna zoom in so you can see. So you can kind of get a gist of the shape of the brow. If it makes it easier for you, you can actually, if you're good at this part, you can actually shape out the brow shape that you would like with eyeliner pencil or eyebrow pencil. You just shape it out, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna brush it up. So I'm just following the direction of the hairs. So the front goes straight up and the side kind of goes at an angle like this, and those, you know, just follow the way of your eyebrows. If they're all over the place, then that's something different. You need to train them. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but you should train them. So I'm just gonna cut the little hairs that are like clearly very long. I'm just gonna take the scissors and just trim. And then for the front, I'm gonna brush it up a little bit. And you don't want to cut straight across because then you're gonna lose the shape of your eyebrow. You're gonna cut the hairs in the direction of which they grow. So this, I'm just gonna trim that right here. It looks like a very little amount, but okay. And then for the next step, I'm gonna brush the hairs down. And then I'm gonna do the same at the bottom. So you see those hairs that like kind of extend well past that area, that bottom brow area? I'm not really good at explaining, but you see that? You just want to trim those parts off as well. So again, don't go straight across. Okay. So you see that stuff is pretty much gone. So now I'm just gonna brush the hairs back into place. And now you kind of have a bit of a clearer vision of where you want to take off the excess hairs. I'm gonna hop into the Veet. This is a new one. It looks cuter than the old battered one that I have. I'm gonna use that amount and spread it around. So be careful with your eyes. Brush your hairs up. I'm gonna come a little bit closer so you can see how I'm placing this. I don't want to go too high along that brow line. I'm just keeping it against the little stragglies. And I'm gonna pack it onto that area, especially if you have thick brows. Carried around the brow. If you get too close to your eyebrow hairs, you can definitely take it off as soon as possible. It's not gonna, you know, take off the hair right away. Okay. So that is pretty much it for the Veet part, right? It's for the applying the Veet part, right? We're just gonna let that sit. I usually let it sit for about 10 minutes just because I want to make sure everything is off. It's probably not the best idea, so I'm going to read to you how long you're supposed to keep it on. It says, what is it saying? It says peel for directions. That is how you know I don't follow directions, because I've never peeled the back. So I'm going to do that now. Takes from 5 to 10 minutes. Leave the cream on your skin for 5 minutes and then use the formula. And then use the spatula to gently remove the small test area of cream. It also says use for up to 10 minutes in total. Do not use it any longer. So 10 minutes max if you are a direction follower. I am not, so yeah, that eyebrow is just gonna sit. So to wipe this off, you can just use paper towel and water, regular paper towel and water, to just get that gunk off of your eyebrow. Just gonna for the upper part, I'm just gonna swipe it this way. And those are the hairs that come off. I know it doesn't look like much of a big difference here, but you can see how much hair comes off on the tissue. So those are the hairs from the bottom. I know it looks quite disgusting, but yeah. So even after you take off all that stuff, you want to make sure all of that V is gone. All of it, like all of it. So you're gonna get your soap and water in your rag, and you're gonna take that off, because you don't want the rest of your eyebrows to be, you know, coming off when you sleep. But however, I'm not getting up right now. I'm just going to use my cleansing water and a little cotton pad. Pour that on there and just wipe it off. Right now, I'm just gonna brush that up and I'm going to dry it off. And I'm going to begin plucking any hairs that I see. So you can choose whichever one you want. It doesn't matter. They both do the trick. So this part kind of hurts, but you should be okay. So you see those little straggly hairs right there that are like quite long? I'm gonna see if I can cut, or not cut, but like trim the rest of it now that I kind of can see my shape a little bit more. Keep your shape. That is what you want to do. You're trying to keep your shape. You just want to take a step back and look at it to make sure that you're keeping the shape. You're not going too high up in certain areas. So you want to keep using your spoolie and brushing it and taking breaks in between to make sure that, you know, you got this. My next step is to take off some of the thickness, that chunkiness in the front. Here's when this comes into play. So I'm literally pushing the comb down and pulling it forward. It's very hard to see, but those hairs that are in the comb, I'm just gonna trim. It may not look like a big difference to you guys, but to me, there is. So I feel like I'm pretty much done with that brown. This is microwavable wax, and we're gonna be using that for this brown. So I put it in the microwave for a minute and a half, and this is what it looks like. So I'm gonna stick that ready stick in there, and we're gonna see if it's too hot or if it's ready. It says ready. So I'm going to get the little applicator stick, and I think we have to move very quickly because this might cool. So what you want to do is get your hairs in place. this applicator stick. I'm going to use the little flat side versus the pointy side. I'm just going to stick that in there, twirl it around a little bit. And now I'm just going to apply in the opposite direction of which the hairs grow. The only thing I don't like about the wax too much is that you have to move quickly. So this is for someone who already kind of knows the shape of their brow. I'm actually gonna do the little center part. I don't have much hair there, but I don't want hair there at all, so it's already hardened, and I'm just going to, ow, this really hurts. I'm just gonna lift that part right there and just pull. Let's see. Only a few hairs came out. Bottom part now. This is going to hurt like a mother fludger, but mama ain't raised no punk. Oh, this shit hurt. Guys, the hairs is coming off, but I did such a terrible job with the placement. So, ooh, that coming off. The pain is not terrible, but it still hurts. So I wax it just so I could feel like I did something with the wax. Now it's time to take this piece off. It wasn't so bad, but those are the little hairs that I was talking about. If you take off that top layer that has cooled, you'll get some wax under there. I'm actually going to just, ooh, not my eyelash. I need those. All right. Yeah. Guys, this is so hard, but I am not a professional. This is an at-home stuff, okay? And I meant to say, if your skin is really oily, you should put powder on the skin so it kind of dries it down. And you'll have like not a smoother surface, but a more tacky surface, a more grippy surface for the wax to attach to. That did absolutely nothing. I'm just trying to get those hairs right there. Oh. I think I'm being super wasteful right now. But this is very therapeutic. I don't know, the waxing is, I like it. I think that's actually how you're supposed to do it, but all that time. Got a good bit of hair out with the wax. You can also use your soap and water for this, and a little bit of oil since it's wax. Okay, so this is definitely not the better brow. It has more issues, but I'm just gonna tweeze. That's it for my eyebrow maintenance. Like, it's not perfect, like I said, because my eyebrows are not identical, but no more bushy brows is the motto, so that's what I go for. This is good enough for me. You know, this brow is a lot thinner than this one as far as like the, I don't know, like the width of it, I guess. It's a lot thinner, so I don't pluck it as much, and it does look quite uneven under there, but I just leave it because I don't want this one to be all thin and wonky and this one is just mad thick. Like, I don't be doing all of that. I just maintain the shape. That's it. I literally don't do anything else. I don't try to be fancy, none of that stuff. I feel like it's easy enough for people to understand. Not understand, but to try to do. So I'm sorry I'm not looking at the camera, but this is what I do for my eyebrows, and it's been working for me for ever. Yes, I hope you can tell this is definitely my good side, because well, that's the eyebrow maintenance. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope this was helpful in some type of way, even though it was, I feel like I was kind of all over the place, but my first time filming something like this for you guys, so please bear with me. I'm open to your suggestions and your criticism and all that good stuff. If you ain't like it, you ain't like it. It's cool. This is just what I do. I'll see you in another video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Tell me how it worked out for you. If it worked out for you, you can message me on Instagram at Nina Spill. I'll post that right here, and keep in touch.